Question. Hello. This is regarding connection to certain self-aware beings we may have, because we either have the same I am presence, shared past lives many times, or simply strongly connected to each other through meditation, etc. Why do I feel such a strong love energy coming to my heart when I remember the Prophet Muhammad, as long as I focus my attention upon him? I don't understand this because he is not ascended, right? There have been sufis who say they have received love from him, and I also see him as love. But if he is not ascended, then is it happening because he is in a higher state of consciousness? Is that name Muhammad because it was his name, helping too? Maybe ascended or not, we can give and receive love. Well, you have to realize that yes, we can receive love or other positive feelings from ascended masters, but we can also receive them from beings in, for example, the mental or lower identity realm. And as I've said before, there are some of these beings who are benign. I mean, they have attained a higher level of consciousness of most people on earth. And the ascended masters have said that Muhammad has not yet ascended, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't have a fairly high level of consciousness, because he mainly hasn't ascended because he is seeking to work with people to reform Islam and raise it up to the originally intended level, instead of all the warring and revenge and eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth and all this jihad stuff. So I don't have any personal connection to Muhammad, but I would assume he has a high level of consciousness, he has pure intentions, and therefore, of course, you can receive love from him. And it may be, as the person says, that if you have been embodied with him in past lifetimes, if you maybe were there when he was the Prophet Muhammad, or if you have been in for example, the Sufi tradition, where you have a mystical teaching that seeks to help you connect, then you may very well have a personal connection to that. And of course, there's nothing wrong with that. Personally, I've just always felt that what I really want is to connect to the ascended masters who have ascended, so they have made that change, and therefore they've overcome any kind of self-centeredness, self-focus. I feel that's important for me, but that's not to say it isn't. It is important for everybody, and I think if you feel a strong connection to Muhammad, just pursue that. But I would also say maybe also check to see if you also have a connection to one ascended master.